let's see what weapons they bring to the table. All right, and again, shout out to Czar for that intro. Absolutely awesome work in the graphics department.
It's beautiful.
Okay, on the side of Clockwork, we do have a Dynamo, double Dynamo,
There's
just as
one.
we were thinking.
Yep.
And it looks like double Blaster.
And the custom blaster we see coming out on Clockwork, but we do see the normal blaster coming out from Bronze.
Okay, and we see the side of Licensed Krill just picking up so many more clams so quickly, but that is already one member going down as we see both Ross and Perps getting into the fray.
And that is that 52 the 52 gal that went down who has that baller, so they'll be losing that way of pushing forward.
Okay, we're on DJ right now, a Power Clam being the only clams on Clockwork. Perps just trying to stay alive, being overwhelmed, doesn't even get a kill, and that is 2 members down.
Oof, but that splashdown kill, that's one of the reasons why we aren't seeing the normal blaster as much.
Oh, that direct! Sorry,
yes!
Continue.
It's because people are shooting down splashdowns a lot more. So people are going closer to playing the Inkjet, and you see that kind of alternative, even though it has an auto bomb, which is a less strong sub ability.
Yeah, and we see Squirt so smart right there, getting that jump back to spawn, realizing that they were a little bit weak on that walkway right over there.
Gets a nice pick.
Kill, and it's Smiley's turn to start picking up some clams and maybe get a push going.
We do see a very low clam count on both teams right now. So we'll see if they're kind of playing more Squid Deathmatch or actual clam blitz.
Well, we've seen Hitzel play before. I know he loves getting some kills. Speaking of kills, Ross is on the hunt, misses that second shot, and now they need to just be careful. Looks like that clam, power clam holder did go down. DJ popping some ink armor, just trying to get paint up and making sure this flank does not happen.
That is one thing to note here too, is that we have the gold dynamo and the normal dynamo coming out. So we've got a Stingray versus an Inkjet. And it's interesting because both of those kits do, if you are good with the dynamo. Don't talk to me if you're playing Dynamo in solo queue. But if you're good with the Dynamo, both of those kits are just so strong on this weapon. We see that Stingray coming out. It's so crucial in being both able to push forward and to defend in these hallways.
And Ross needs to be super careful here. Smiley is trying to get a push going. That Stingray timing was not the best. They really needed to combo them together because now Ross is out there ready to get this kill. Can he get it? Okay, that's one down. It is a trade. 2-2 on either side. I don't think this is time for them to push. Squirt's just going to pick it up, trying to set the timer, but goes down himself. And all it is basically jumping to your death. I mean, it's one thing about saving a power clam, but if you're going to die doing it, just more important to stay alive.
And it's also the thing of that kind of works if you are the last man standing and the rest of your team is right behind, like, are on the respawn already. They're going to be able to get there in time and back you up. But if you're just going to go down with it, it's just saying, I'm going to die now, and then you're going to die now, and we're just going to, like, stand in a hallway of death.
Okay, and as we're talking, it looks like they're about to be resetting to about neutral. Licensed Krill has some of the numbers right now. Smiley sees a bunch of clams right now, 8, 2 behind him, and it looks like they're going to maybe do a sneaky push down this left side.
It looks like they're trying to push forward, but they do seem to have been spotted out with this rain coming on.
Okay, I don't think they realize that there's 9 clams, and right as it gets tossed to him, what a clutch kill on the side of Clockwork. Squirt had the Stingray out too, but it looks like this push is all going to be for naught, though that is 3 members down. Can they get 3 more clams?
The one problem there is that even though he had gotten those 10 clams, it hadn't actually formed the power clam in time.
That was literally a pixel-perfect shot.
Yes.
Okay, and we do have DJ popping that ink armor, just trying to keep this half-pipe clear of the members of Licensed Krill. That's what we've been noticing all game, though. Licensed Krill pushing, and we've just had Clockwork on the defense.
We see Brock coming in with that baller, kind of chilling.
Daring them to pop it so we can get that quick throw.
Oh, and 2 go down. God. They don't get it in.
Okay, that was crazy
Ouch.
clutch on the side of Clockwork. That would have been a push to 60 and a very hard thing to come back from in a minute.
One thing to note here is that we're 4 minutes into this game and nobody has scored.
Wow. I think if no one scores, it can go up to 6 minutes, right?
I thought it was 8.
8-minute matches, the Splatoon 2 meta. Let's see if they can prove us wrong and someone gets some clam blitz in. That is the nice start of it. Smiley goes down. This could be Clockwork's really first chance to push this entire game. They have a bunch of clams right there. Is it going to be enough?
Oh, and that Stingray coming in clutch again.
Okay, yeah, Squirt just keeps on jumping back, getting pick after pick. Brock.com adding his name to the list too. Can he get the killer here on this flat lane? Yes, that is 3 down. They need 9 more clams. There's been kill after kill, but not enough collection.
We do see Bronze in this nice spot here. They're able to get that kill. Oh, and it's a trade, but a nice direct.
Crazy thing about blasters. That shooter thought 3 shots in. The blaster says no. All I need is 1. Nice trade. Hits him just trying to get some map control. License to Krill does have 15 clams. This is the best they've looked all game. Almost to that hot 20 mark, but no power clams on the field.
And the thing here is it's just who's going to be breaking that basket. Otherwise, we're going to be here. We're going to continue watching.
We're going to be here. I don't want Judge to decide. I don't want Judge to decide this. I want it to be License to Krill finishing it right now. Rock.com wants them to finish it right now too, but no, he goes down to the chicken, and we are still in overtime. This could definitely be something that comes down to the toss of a coin flip. Gonna have to consult the TOs there.
We see the advantage going to Clockwork right now in terms of clam count. It just immediately switched back around.
Okay, and we are still ticking down in overtime. The first power clam to score does win. What we need, I think, right now is a sneaky push on the side of either teams. 1 power clam is available. That is 2 going down, 3 going down. They have the clams that they just need. They just need to coordinate.
We see a power clam being formed there, and let's see if they're able to push it forward. Let's see what Ross is going to do with that.
And it looks like Squirt should be coming to another Stingray right now. That's what saved them every time so far. Squirt's going to need to come up clutch. Otherwise, it looks like here comes the power clam. Is it going to be enough? Is it going to be enough? And
there
they finally get the shot. Thank you. Because I don't think we decided rule-wise what to do if Judd had to decide.
Judd, you're trying to do us all.
Judd would have gotten it wrong, and Eric and I would have had to come up with something rather quick. But hey, that doesn't happen. They get the 1 clam in, and that is a 1-0 set so far.
And we see Ross coming in with 20 kills in that match. Just insane power with that blaster.
Well, AoE definitely racks up the kill counter. Something I do want to point out is how many Stingrays Squirt got. Of course, the ink armor is great from DJ, but every single push that was stopped because of that Squirt Stingray. Very clutch special usage.
So now we're moving on to Splat Zones on the Reef. Ooh. What do you expect we'll see here?
A lot of claustrophobia with the side of anxiety. This is a zone that can shift so quickly, and one that can just count down because of how easy it is to camp that spawn. You sit underneath drop down, you sit at the end of the long path. If you look at the minimap, you know exactly where they're going. This is a match that is going to be able to flip back and forth so quickly because a team can just lock out the other for a minute at a time.
Yeah, I think also just this is a map where a lot of different, like you see a lot of more meta, like, weapons and choices here. I think it's interesting that the weapons that these two teams are playing, because you do see that blaster coming out, which is obviously like very, very meta right now.
Blaster's
custom. I don't know.
Just wait till we get a blaster with Stingray, then we can have all blaster the game.
I mean, wasn't one of them supposed to have Stingray in one of the earlier data mines?
We do have Clash, but thankfully I think that an all blaster team meta isn't there yet.
I sleep better when I forget about the Clash.
Jordan Ken in the chat right now, just typing angrily away. Okay, and it looks like once again we do have the side of Clockwork already all clicking that A button. They know exactly what they're going into, and I guess it did help them having that planned game 1. But that was such a long overtime game that it was really just a game of stamina.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what weapons we're going to be getting into at one of the most claustrophobic Splat Zones map.
Hoping
what do they got?
Bubbles? No bubbles.
Bubbles?
No bubbles.
Bubbles.
Okay.
Very interesting. Okay, it looks like we're going to be doing a double shooter Dynamo Vulture versus a Dynamo Blaster and Zap shooter. Let's see what they got.
We do see a splatter shot coming out on both sides, which, oh, nice direct. Which is, again, an interesting pick because of how much easier it is to kill Splashdown, especially at these levels of play.
To talk about Squirt's Dynamo play right now, just as the last match that we saw, Squirt is all about that defensive Dynamo gameplay. We have Dynamos like Mario, that if they're not in their spawn, they're not happy. We have Dynamos that are like Squirt, they hold the back line, they get the paint up. DJ's trying to do the same thing, but definitely a little bit more aggressive.
And we do see the Armor Dynamo coming out on both sides this time.
Yeah, it doesn't really make no sense to run Stingray here, I think.
Yes. We do see a Stingray coming out from the custom jet, though, so they do still maintain a Stingray on the side of the Licensed to Krill.
And speaking of the custom jet, that is the only one alive, and just as we were talking earlier, the counter is almost already down to 30. This could be an easy knockout. if the side isn't careful. We have Perps just sharking right here, has that splashdown, ready for any one-on-one engagement, hanging out in the zone to get that quick coverage.
Already ready to base the zone, but no, that splashdown and that inkjet just managed to take it, plus the Stinger's extra support there.
This is just such a small zone. Perps, of course, thought, I'm going to splash down, I'll be able to neutralize it. No, the zone's already taken, and we are flip-flopped. They held them out to 17, but that is a 63-point counter timer. And it's definitely something they need to be afraid of.
They each have to hold the zone for about the same amount of time right now.
Okay, and we have Brock just sharking. I don't know how well you can shark when you're ink armored.
Oh, every time we switch to DJ, they're out of ink.
It's the life of a Dynamo main, but we have Brock sharking Pain off. Definitely comes from behind. Gets
Ooh,
one,
and a nice double.
Gets two. Can they get that three on Perps? Perps does have that splashdown, and no, can't shoot it out of the sky. I was worried there for Perps for a second.
There we go with Perps. Let's see if Perps is able to retake.
Okay, we have a 2v1 situation right there, and it is 4-2. Perps needs to get this kill onto Bronze right there.
Oh!
Don't even know what killed him right there. That bomb looked out of range.
Bomb.
And that is a Dynamo in zone. Definitely a slow tidal wave.
Nice direct. But of course, that armor just kind of basically defended that entirely.
Okay, and we are back now. Switch to the other side. Ross with that inkjet coming back to that spawn area. Smiley needs to get a splashdown of his own. They need to push in. About half the game's gone already.
We did see a actual full wipe coming out onto License to Krill, so we're just hoping to see if they're able to recover from that. But right now, it looks like, again, they're following similar pathways as they were before, but still resulting in death.
DJ, the Dynamo running out of ink again, and that incredible kill from the side, but Perps doesn't care. Perps gets the casual
Perps says this is over. I'm ending.
And this is a 2-0.
Yes.
And Hitzel with the giggles.
Yes, we see the happy teams coming on there.
No pop-off yet. Perps looks confused. I'm used to it. Regardless, though, let's look at these hot KDs. Ross with the big numbers, pulling a 10, 3 inkjets, really making sure that they have that kind of spawn camping capability to get a knockout like that. And
it just has so much mobility. Like, there's so many things that you can do with the inkjet where you can reach places where you really would be able to, especially when you're playing a short-range weapon, that it gives so much more mobility to weapons overall.
Okay, we're back. The good old Splatoon 1, the classic, the SRL special. Rainmaker on Camp Triggerfish. Truly a wild map because it's one like Kelp Dome, that if a team gets an early push, it can be over in an instant. Otherwise, you're going to have a grudge match to the end of time on that catwalk. Run speed is supreme here. Maybe some super jump to get behind, but basically it's going to be a game of chicken. Of course, you're going to go to the catwalk, but if they put all that defense there, boom, you're to mid, you got to push to 20, and the other team is terrified for their life.
And I think the thing here, too, is like you just see so much of long-ranged weapons coming out. I'm expecting an inkjet, but I hope we stay with these dynamos. It's dueling dynamos. It fits.
Dynamos just make me happy. Shout out to this current patch, making the dynamo a playable weapon. You know that paints?
Livable?
Playable.
Yes.
Also paintable.
Yes. Big
change right there. But yeah, just before all of this, I guess the dynamo was a weapon, but now it's truly coming to its own in the meta, which is really exciting.
Yes.
Okie doke. So this could be match point. License to Krill definitely, from every match we've seen, has it in them.
It looks like Hetzel is seeing something funny. Oh dear.
I don't know what they're yelling, but I'm into it.
Yes.
Okie doke.
They're getting excited. They're getting pumped. They're preparing.
Looks like all those checks are pressed, and we are going into Rainmaker on Camp Triggerfish.
Yes, we're going on to Rainmaker on Camp Triggerfish.
Pay no attention to the graphics. These are not the
Clamblitz.
graphics you're looking for. And the Charger! And the Charger!
And a Dynamo!
Let's go! Double Charger. Definitely going to be watching those catwalks, making sure that they can get to both sides. It's going to be all about this first pop right now. Let's see who gets it.
We see Perps going in again with the T-Tech. Let's see how whether or not they're going to choose to go in. We instead are going to see Ross actually trying to get some picks and to clear that left pathway there.
And this is what we were talking about earlier. This could be such an early pickup death.
Nice trade.
We're just saying, I'm taking you out. If I'm dying, you are too. Bronze, though, needs to be careful. Jumping straight into Perps, who gets that kill. Ooh. And the flanking inkjet could save them.
Nice.
But no, the Rainmaker's just going.
Still going.
That's 3 down. He's the last
go.
one. And Squirt with the kill from halfway to Antarctica. didn't even know Dynamo could reach that far.
Perp says, yeah, this weapon has range. I'm going with it. I have to time this perfectly because, man, oh man, with the Dynamo, if you don't time that perfectly, you're just off by a mile.
And we have Ross throwing out this Stingray right here. Gets one kill, looking for a second, and no, the dueling Stingray says sit down. Squirt is back at spawn and on the hunt.
That Stingray, unfortunately, not able to actually make any picks there. However, it did clear up a bit of the left way. We see Ross being able to pick off the Rainmaker there.
And that is just such a strong sniping position on this map. You sit up top, you have access to both sides, but it looks like that they're going to get the pop. Needs to be very careful of the Dynamo right there. 3 weapons looking at you. Maybe get one flick in, they got to jump back down. DJ just playing defense right now, but I don't think this is a push that they can stick with. This is a trigger push after all.
It's going to reset for sure now, and we'll see. They already do have, it's a pretty good control over mid, more so, but ooh, we do see Hitzel going down there.
And that is a pop getting a kill right there. They're going to try and push it down mid. Squirt needs to retreat. Still has that Stingray out, can't access his weapon. Finally back to the Dynamo, but with that rain cloud right there, I think Clockwork's going to get the pop.
You see DJ making sure that they get the pop there, but they're taking on Squirt and coming away with a win.
Okay, it's just so hard to fight a Rapid as a Dynamo. By the time you get one swing in, they have 3 on you. And we see DJ right there getting a kill.
Nice pick.
This could be their chance to push. If Bronze, yes, Bronze does get the kill. Halts and dies mid-splashdown. Perps is trying to show some dominance right here, and they're actually choosing to go left with it instead of just going straight down mid.
It looks like they're really trying to use that Stingray to clear that path and see if they can get, there goes Brock. But we do see another Stingray coming back just to try and get Perps out of the way. That is an awkward place for the Rainmaker to be. So it's going to be interesting to see what both teams try and do in this situation because it's a hard place to defend from, but it's also a hard place to like actually push from too.
And thinking of it being hard, that was a really hard push for Clockwork. Full wipe. Brock trying to push up, but doesn't realize that they've already responded so quickly. Needs to back off, otherwise he'll go down himself. They just need to play safe here. Get that Rainmaker out, start building up in control, and then go in for the kills.
We do see Smiley trying to use the Rainmaker to get behind the wall over there. It's one of those places where it's very easy to shoot at other people.
Okay, and Brock just trying to stay hidden right now. Maybe get a cheeky shot, but they know exactly where he is. There's going to be a rain cloud on his X, and yes, that extra rain does take them out. What a smart play on the side of Clockwork.
Hitzel using that bomb rush to try and push forward and regain more map control. We do see 3 down on the side of Licensed to Krill, and Hitzel opting to pick up the Rainmaker.
Oh, and this is what we were saying earlier. They were all trying to go to the other side, but no, they were going straight down mid. Brock does have to rush down right now, but it wasn't enough. And it is looking like this trade's result in a good side for Clockwork.
Bronze was able to get the kill, but we do see Ross being able to immediately already pick it back up. We do see, oh gosh.
This is like a laser light dance show party just trying to dodge it, but no, Squirt is having none of it. They have a lot of work to do in a minute and 10 seconds.
3 down on the side of Clockwork though, so that might be able to, that's a full wipe. Nice direct.
Jesus Christ, Bronze, calm down. Okay, so, and that is another Stingray coming out of the side of Licensed Krill. I've really been enjoying their defensive play, but as we've been noticing on the scoreboard, they just haven't been able to mount a solid offense.
We do see DJ in a bit of a hard position here. Does manage to get a kill, but does get taken down by that Inkjet.
And this is just what we were saying earlier. 31 is not a strong enough push. They have a Stingray online. If Squirt can come up big, this is going to be the lead. Oh, and Smiley just needs to dodge that Stingray of their own. Doing a great job so far, but no, the Stingray is relentless. 30 seconds on the clock. Brock just needs to hold this position, but that is an Ink Storm coming out. Needs to be careful. Doesn't get enough splash damage right here.
Let's see if Brock is able to actually pop it on his own. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to, considering the Charger, and the Charger, Ross is able to take down the other Charger as well.
Okay, Brock pretty much doing
nice shot.
Inkjet. That is going to be another easy kill for the Charger. Ross just racking up the KD right here. And another kill. Ross, they have a family.
Oh! Oh
my
god, yeah, there we go. There's the booyah.
I'll give you the squid bag. I'll give you the squid bag.
I'm like, squid bagging hurts my soul, but
like, I don't know.
That was too good.
I finally embraced it sometimes, and I always love like the little Hitzel happy dance when they win a set. It's just kind of like a jiggle.
Yeah, just woo.
Okay, and it looks like they're having their celebration right now. And maybe they're celebrating because that is all the playtime they have to do today. That team has been in it to win it since we started top 24, but we do have one more losers round 4 coming up.
It is time.